Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good. So in last class we were discussing about overhead control. We were doing some illustrations of overhead control. Let's move ahead and do some more illustrations of overhead control. So let us see now. This illustration we have already done in the last class. Okay, so let's do this illustration. PH Limited is a manufacturing company having three production departments A, B, and C, and two service departments X and Y. Following is the budget for December 2011. Also, PH Limited is a manufacturing company. In this company, there are three production departments A, B, and C, and there are two service departments X and Y. The following is the budget for December 2011. Direct material, which is already distributed in A, B, C, and X, Y. Direct material in Department A 1000, in Department B 2000, in Department C 4000, in Service Department X 2000, and Service Department Y 1000. Direct wages in Department A 5000, in Department B 2000, in Department C 8000, in Department X 1000, and in Department Y 2000. Factory rent 4000, power 2500, depreciation 1000, and other overheads 9000. So these expenses are not distributed, that is factory rent, power, depreciation, other overhead. These expenses are not distributed. Additional information is given to you. Area, square feet, 500 square feet A, B 250 square feet, C 500 square feet, X 250 square feet, Y 500 square feet. Capital value of asset A 20, B 40, C 20, X 10, Y 10. Machine hours A 1000, B 2000, C 4000, X 1000, and Y 1000. Horsepower of machines A 50, B 40, C 20, X 15, and Y 25. Chali. So, but you have to distribute these expenses, that is factory rent, power, depreciation, overhead. You have to put these expenses in A, B, C, X, and Y. Chali. Let us do it now. First of all, we are going to write here item, then basis of distribution, और आइटम के in front you will write total, then basis of distribution, department A, department B, department C, department X, department Y. Direct material. Direct material total. Let's take out the total of direct material. 1000 plus 2000 plus 4000 plus 2000 plus 1000. That is 10,000. Total is 10,000. Okay. It is already distributed 1000, 2000, 4000, 1000, 2000, 4000, then 2000 and 1000. Okay. After direct material, what it is given? Direct wages. Now, what is the total of direct wages? Let's take out the total. 5,000 plus 2,000 plus 8,000 plus 1,000 plus 2,000. 18,000. So total is 18,000. It is already distributed. 5,000, 2,000, 8,000, 5,000, 2,000, 8,000. Then 1,000 and 2,000. 1,000, 2,000. Factory rent. Now total of factory rent is given. Total is 4,000. Now factory rent is not distributed. We have to distribute the factory rent. Now factory rent should be distributed as per area, as per capital value of asset, as per machine hours, or as per horsepower of machines. So rent is dependent the on the size of area. If your area size is big, the rent will be more. If your area size is small, the rent will be less. So rent is always dependent on area. So let us distribute the rent on the basis of area. That is 500, 250, 500, 250, 500. Or you can say 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 2. 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 2. Basis is area. Now let us distribute this 4000 into 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1. 2 1 2 1 2. Okay. 4000 divided by 8 into 2. 1000. 500. 1000. 500. 1000. After factory rent, power. What is the total expense of power? 2500. Now, power should be distributed on the basis of area, capital value of machine, machine hour or horsepower of machine. The power should be based on the basis of horsepower of machine. Power should be based on the basis of horsepower of machine. That is 50 is to 40 is to 20 is to 15 is to 25. Okay. So horsepower. Horsepower. Now basis is 10 is to 8 is to 4 to 3 to 5. Actually, now let us distribute this 2500 in this basis. 10 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3 plus 5. 30. 2500 divided by 30 into 10. 833. 667. 333. 250. 417. Let us calculate this now. Is it correct or not? 833 plus 667 plus 333 plus 250 plus 417. Okay. So power has been distributed. After power, depreciation. Total expense of depreciation is 1000. Now depreciation should be distributed on the basis of area, capital value of asset, machine or horsepower of machine. Depreciation is based on the value of the capital value of asset because we charge depreciation on the value of asset. So depreciation should be based on the value of asset. Asset value. What is the ratio? Ratio of asset value is 24211. 24211. 24211. Okay. Now let us distribute this 1000. 1000 divided by 10 into 2. 200, 400, 200, 100, 100. After depreciation, what it is given? Other overheads. Other overhead. What is the total of other overhead? 9000. Now, other overhead will be distributed as per area, capital value of asset, machine hour, or horsepower of machine. So, in a factory, whatever production work, whatever work you do is based on the basis of machines. In every factory, there are some machines in which you do the work, production work. So, obviously, other overheads will be distributed on the basis of machine hours. On the basis of machine hours. What is the ratio of machine hour? 1 is to 2 is to 4 is to 1 is to 1. 1 2 4 1 1. 1 2 4 1 1. 1 2 4 1 1. Okay. Now let us distribute it. It will be 1000, 2000, 4000, 1000, 1000. Is there any other expense? No. We have distributed all the expenses. Okay. So now let us calculate the total. 10,000 plus 18,000 plus 4,000 plus 2,500 plus 1,000 plus 9,000. That is 44,500. After that, 1,000 plus 5,000 plus 1,000 plus 833 plus 200 plus 1,000. 9,033. 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 500 plus 667 plus 400 plus 2,000. 7,567. 4,000 plus 8,000 plus 1,000 plus 333 plus 200 plus 4,000. 17,533. 4,000 plus, 1,000 plus, 500 plus, 250 plus, 100 plus, 1,000. 4850. 1,000 plus, 2,000 plus, 1,000 plus, 417 plus, 100 plus, 1,000. Double five one seven. So total expense of department A is 9,033. Total expense of department B is 7,567. Total expense of department C is 17,533. Total expense of service department X is 4,850, and total expense of department Y is 5,570. Now let us do another illustration. XY Limited has three production departments and four service departments. In a company XY Limited, there are three production departments and four service departments. The expenses of these departments as per primary distribution summary are as follows. Production department A 20,000, production department B 16,000, production department C 14,000. Service department stores 8,000, timekeeping 6,000, power 3,200, canteen 2,000. Following information is also available in respect of production department. Department A, B, C. Horsepower of machine, Department A 600, Department B 600, and Department C 4,000. Number of workers, Department A 40, Department B 30, Department C 30. Value of store requisitions, Department A 5,000, Department B 3,000, Department C 2,000. Apportion the cost of service departments over the production departments. You have to distribute the cost of service departments over the production departments. Service departments are store, timekeeping and accounts, power, and canteen. So you have to distribute the cost of store, timekeeping and accounts, power, and canteen over production department, that is A, B, and C. Tell me. Let us start this illustration. First of all, item, total, basis. You have to distribute the expenses in three departments, that is department A, B, and Y. So department A, department B, department C. Now expenses of production department are already distributed. Okay. Production department. Expenses. Let's make a total of the expenses. 20,000 plus 16,000 plus 14,000. That is 50,000. Total is 50,000. We already distributed 20,000 in department A, 16,000 in department B, and 14,000 in department C. After production department, expenses of service department are to be distributed. That is stores. Total expense of stores 8,000. Now, on what basis we will distribute the stores? Horsepower of machine, number of worker, or value of stores. Obviously, sir, stores will be distributed on the basis of value of stores. Stores requisition. What is the ratio of value of stores requisition? 5 is to 3 is to 2. 5 is to 3 is to 2. 5 is to 3 is to 2. Let us distribute the 8,000 divided by 10 into 5. 4,000, 2,400, 1,600. After stores, it is given accounts. Total expense of accounts is 6,000. On road basis, we will distribute the accounts, horsepower of machine, number of worker, value of requisition. Accounts will be distributed on the basis of number of workers. Number of workers. What is the ratio of number of workers? 433. 4 is to 3 is to 3. Let us distribute this. 6,000 divided by 10 into 4. 2,400, 1,800, 1,800. After accounts, there is power. Total expense of power is 3,200. On what basis will we distribute the expense of power? Expense of power will be distributed on the basis of horsepower of machine. Horsepower of machine. What is the ratio of horsepower of machine? 6 is to 6 is to 4. 6 is to 6 is to 4. Now, 3200 divided by 16 into 6. 1200. 1200. 800. Now, after power, canteen is there. Canteen. Total expense of canteen is 2000. On what basis we will distribute the expense of canteen? The expense of canteen will be distributed on the basis of horsepower of machine, number of worker, or value of store requisition. It will be distributed on the basis of number of workers. That is number of workers. Number of workers 433. 2000 divided by 10 into 4. 800. 600. 600. There is no expense after canteen. So let us make the total. 50,000 plus 8,000 plus 6,000 plus 3,200 plus 2,000. 69,200. 20,000 plus 4,000 plus 2,400 plus 1,200 plus 800. 28,400. 16,000 plus 2,400 plus 1,800 plus 1,200 plus 600. 22,000. 14,000 plus 1,600 plus 1,800 plus 800 plus 600. So total expense of department A is 28,400, of department B 22,000, and of department D 18,800. Let us do one more illustration now. चलिए let us do one more illustration, that is this now. PH Limited is a manufacturing company having three production department A, B and C and two service department X and Y. For the following is the budget for December 2011. Direct material of A 1000, direct material of B 2000, direct material of C 4000, direct material of X 2000 and direct material of Y 1000. Direct wages of A 5000, direct wages of B 2000, direct wages of C 8000, service department X 1000 and service department Y 2000. Factory rent is given 8000 but it is not distributed. Power is given total 5000 not distributed. Depreciation total given 2000 not distributed and other overhead total 18,000 not distributed. Additional information is given to you. Area per square feet of A 500, B 250, C 500, X 250, Y 500. Capital value of asset A 20, B 40, C 20, X 10, Y 10. Machine hour of A to 1000, B 2000, C 4000, X 1000, Y 1000. Horsepower of machine A 50, B 40, C 20, X 50, Y 50. So, bachcho, you have to calculate total expenses of department A, B, C, X and Y. You have to distribute the factory rent, power, depreciation, overhead over A, B, C and X and Y. This is your homework. You have to do this in homework. You can either take a screenshot or take a photo. You have to complete this in your homework. Okay. So we have completed your overhead control also. And now I am going to take a quick revision of labor control, over material control as well as overhead control. Let's take a quick revision. I'm sharing the PPT with you now. I'm sharing the PPT of material control. Let's take a quick revision of material control, of labor control and of overhead control. You all hope you all can see the PPT now. In material control, but I told you, material control means the function of ensuring that sufficient quantities are there in stock so that you can meet all the requirements without carrying unnecessary large stock. In material control, we have discussed that sufficient quantity should be there in the go down, sufficient quantity of raw material, so that our production work do not interrupt, as well as we do not need to carry unnecessarily large stock, so that our investment do not get blocked. In material control, I told you, objective of material control is minimizing interruption in production process. Cost of material should be minimum. Reduction in wastage, adequate information it provides. Completion of order in time. Importance of proper recording and control of material cost. Dependency of the quality of finished product. Obviously, quality of finished product is dependent upon the quality of raw material. Price of the product, continuity in production. Cost of holding material should be low. Wastage should be reduced. Regular information you will get about the material. Material control involves efficient information of the production of the following operations: purchasing of material, receiving of material, inspection of material, storage of material, issuing materials, maintenance of inventory records, stock audit. Then we have done some practical part, that is economic order quantity and all. I'm sharing the PPT again. So what is economic order quantity? So the size of order for which the ordering and carrying cost both are minimum is known as economic order quantity. What is ordering cost? Ordering cost is the cost that is associated with the purchasing or ordering of material. Ordering costs are those costs which are associated with the purchasing or ordering of material. It means all the expenses which are incurred to bring the material up to go down. The carrying cost means the cost of for holding the material. It includes cost of capital investment in inventory, cost of storage, insurance cost. In short, you can say the expenses which is incurred after the material is received in the go down is the carrying cost or holding cost. What is the formula of economic order quantity? How you are going to calculate economic order quantity? That is 2 into A into O divided by C sub square. A is annual demand, O is ordering cost per order, and C is carrying cost per order. Then we have done some illustrations also. After this, ABC analysis. I told you what is ABC analysis. ABC analysis is always better control analysis. Always better control analysis. In this, what we do, we divide the raw material into three categories. In category A, we put the material of heavy investment, that is about 70% of total inventory value. In category B, we put the material of comparatively less investment, that is about 20% of inventory value. And in category C, we put the material with least investment, that is about 10% of inventory value. Now, now we will we will put more care and more stock over the material of A category. We will put more labor, more care, more precaution for the item of A category. We will put comparatively less care, less attention, and less investment in item of B category. And we will put least amount of care and focus on the item of C category. So in ABC analysis, we divide the material into three categories, that is A, B, C. So बच्चों, these items are divided into three categories according to their importance. Now, advantage of ABC analysis is continuity in production, lower cost, less attention required, and systematic working. Got my point, everyone? So, bachcho, this was your cost and management accounting. We have completed the course of your cost and management accounting today. Your course of cost and management accounting has been completed. I hope you all have enjoyed while I was teaching you. You all have learned everything that I have teach you. I try my best to give you the best of my knowledge, and best of luck, everyone. Thank you all of you for joining, for being here. Please, everyone, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you so much. It was really nice having you all here. Bye bye.